Hey guys, I hope you had a good weekend. So, this is the continue of slide number 2 or Excel number 2, which Ms. Tamuri finished off last week, last session actually. And after doing this and slide number 3, we're gonna have our exam, which is on November 20th, which is next week. So, you guys have worked on this slide until page layout view. So what is page layout view? Whenever you want to print Excel sheet, you can see where exactly is going to be printed on which page on the paper actually. So to see how your printout is going to look like, you can go to page layout and see the view of your paper. To see the view, you have two options. First of all is to go to your Excel Excel sheet and go to view and go to page layout. Another way is go down to your status bar down here and choose the page layout view. So let's do it together. First, we can go to view and then go to page layout here. Or in status bar, we can go to page layout and see how it is going to look like when we hit print. Normal. So, page layout view. A gray background separates each page, and the white area surrounding each page indicates the printing margin here. When you go to page layout view, this gray background, as you can see in here, this gray background shows where exactly your page is going to be printed from here. So this is your page number 1, and this is your page number 2. Alright, this is how your pages are gonna look like when you print them. Okay? You can change the page orientation to landscape or portrait. As you know, when we are working on an Excel worksheet, when we fill out the information, most of the time we prefer our printout to be landscape. Sometimes we need it to be portrait, sometimes we need it to be landscape. So if we want to choose landscape or portrait, we can easily go to page layout and here choose the orientation. All right, and choose landscape or portrait. And if we click on this small button here as well, this page layout, page setup is going to show out, and we can choose portrait or landscape here as well. So let's do it. All right, we can go to page layout and here orientation. When we click on orientation, we can choose portrait or landscape. For example, if it is on portrait, you see this is our paper. This is our paper. This is our letter size paper. You see it is going to be printed on portrait. But if we choose landscape, see, it's going to be printed on landscape. Or if we go to page setup, we can choose portrait or landscape here as well. In some computers, in some Office versions, the page setup is here. In some Office versions, the page setup is here. Or you can easily just choose the orientation in page layout and orientation here. All right, print. If you want to print Excel sheet, you can just easily click on Control and P like this. If I click on Control and P on my computer, this page is gonna show up. In some computers it's gonna like this, in some other computers it's gonna be different. Depends on the Excel version that you have on your computers. You can easily choose whatever you want here. The print, do you want to print the active sheet? Do you want to print the entire workbook? The margin, do you want to have a normal margin, wide margin? And the orientation, you can choose orientation in here as well. Or you can go to page layout, to print area, and you can choose some of the cells. If you choose some of the cells here, and if you click on Control and Print, it is just going to print these cells, all right, like this, for example. If I choose these cells, if I go to page layout, and if I go to print area, if I set this print area, and if I click on Control P here, it is just gonna print the selected area. See? Active sheets, selected area. So one more time, just one more time. Oh, what's this? One more time. If I want to print a selected area, I just select my areas using left click, select the areas that I want to print. I go to page layout here, I go to print area and set print area. Then I click on Control P, and it is just gonna print the areas that I chose. See? All right. Display printing the formula version. Sometimes when you're in Excel sheet, you want to see the formulas that are involved in each cell. And for example, you want to debug, or you want to see the formulas which are involved in each cells of Excel sheet. For example, in your exam, you're going to be asked to put some formulas in some cells and get the result. When I want to see if you put those formulas in those sheets or not, I'm gonna use this printing formula version to see if you put the formulas in each cells or you just put the numbers. So to see the formulas in each cell, you easily have to just press Control plus tilde. Tilde is a key which is under the escape key on the top left of your keyboard. So by simply pressing Control and tilde, you can see the formulas in each cell, like this. For example, this is my Excel sheet, right? Each cell here, you see the cell 350.80. It has a formula. As you can see, this number has a formula, but I don't see the formula on the cell. I can just see the result of the formula. But if I want to see the formula of each cell, I can just easily click on, I can just push Control and tilde on my keyboard, and CD unfortunately I'm a Mac user and it's a little bit difficult in Mac. So here, Control and tilde shows you exactly the formulas for each cell. See? And if you want to revert back to the normal view, just Control and tilde. See? For example, I9. In I9 cell, I can see 26%. This 26%'s formula is this formula, okay? But I don't see the formula here. I can just see 26%. But if I want to see the formula, I can easily click on Control and tilde. See? In I9, I can see the formula. All right, this is the end of Excel number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will continue with Excel number 3 in the next file. Thank you.